Okay, so I've been digging into the sales data for August 2022, and I pulled two key points out that I think will be helpful in understanding maybe where we're headed as well as where we are right now. Those two topics are active sales volume versus closing volume, right? How many houses are selling in a month compared to how many that are available. That's also called the absorption rate. We're going to talk about pricing in two ways. One, where we're at compared to maybe July and June, where we were in maybe 2019, right? Get a little context and understand what's normal for people that may have relocated here from other parts of the country. I run into that a lot. They've come from places that have huge swings in value, which we don't have here typically, but we have had during the pandemic up to now in Dallas, which we've never seen before. I've been doing this 25 years and I've never seen the kind of valuation swings we've had, but there is a reason for that, and I'm going to mention that as well. So let's dig into the sales volumes and the marketing of active properties. So we've got 20,000 homes that were put up for sale right now in August, the last 30 days. 8,000 of those have sold. That's a 39% absorption rate. We still have people out there buying homes actively. So just so you know, last month it was 8,200. The month before that, it was 9,400. So we are going down in the volume of actual sales. Obviously, rate increases, availability of inventory, those things did impact the number of sales, and we have seen the volume of homes listed actively go up. We've seen that go from 10,000 last summer, max, in a month, and we doubled that, and that started back in April or May, right? That's where the shift happened. That's where we see pricing probably hit its peak, is in May, early June. So that was probably the top of the market. And so we've seen inventories go up from then. We've been at 1 month of inventory overall or less for the last year and a half in North Dallas, in almost all markets, all suburbs. Right now, we're up to 3. We could have a healthy market all the way up to 6 months of inventory, really balanced. So it actually looks like it's holding at 3 right now with those sales. We actually had just a very, very small slowdown in the volume of buyers. It was at a little faster rate from June, July, August. It's slowed to about 4% reduction in sales. So I think we are seeing it slow. And we'll talk about pricing and how that's been affected through that process as well. So just a little bit of a side note, if you look at 2019 numbers for these same two key numbers, the number of active homes for sale was as high as 26,000 homes in 2019 in the summer. And then we had about the same number of sales, anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000. Sometimes we get up to the mid 8,000 range in the number of homes that sold back in summer of 2019. Okay, let's dig into pricing. That's what everybody wants to know about. Can they get a better deal? Is it crashing? And the short answer is no, it's not crashing. The main reason we had a run up on prices over the pandemic to now, which we actually hit a peak, like I said a minute ago, probably in May, early first 10 days of June, is because we had the third highest migration rate in the United States for 2 of those 3 years, 2021 and 2020. And so we had prices really run up like we'd never seen before. Obviously the pandemic had something to do with that on staying at home. A lot of locals obviously moving around as well. And so demand just went through the roof and we didn't have enough housing inventory. So we saw prices literally go up from 2019, 55%. That's about the average that I've seen in Dallas across the board. Generally about 18% a year. And then, like I say, we topped out in May and June, and now we've seen it come down a little bit, but we're still 18% higher than we were in 2021. And so, which is crazy. So sellers, you've seen a 50%, 55+% valuation go up. And for those of you that had bought in the last year, you're still well above what you bought it for, almost 20%, 15 to 18% is what I've seen across the board. So, and here's the good news. In August, the pricing actually went up a little bit. Average in Dallas, North Dallas across the board was 481,000, which is up a little bit from 480 last month. So I think we've actually probably are holding the line on pricing, which is a good thing. We have so many buyers that are leasing. Low inventory levels are also driving up the lease rates, which is making it hard for all buyers. And so if we can just get some windows of opportunity for rates to come down, I think what you're going to see is this is a positive thing overall for people to sell their homes and take advantage of obviously quite a bit more equity than they had previously. And they can also negotiate now and get some incentives to buy the rate down. Buyers can also get in there and take an opportunity to get some negotiating done, buy the home that they want instead of the one they have to settle for, which has kind of been what we said last month. But actually that's even more emphasized. We're about 3 months into our shift. And usually these shifts, about 2 to 4 months is what it takes for the market to normalize, let everybody get used to the new normal. And so here in North Dallas, I'm really confident in saying that I don't see our prices crashing here, barring some outside event here in the near future. But right now we're looking pretty solid. Prices are holding steady in August. We'll see what September has to hold. We'll see you then. I hope this has been beneficial. Reach out with any questions, comment, subscribe, and thanks again. Check out next month's market report for North Dallas. We'll see you then.